The apocalypse, one of humanity's greatest fears and mysteries. Throughout history, various religions and belief systems have presented different interpretations of how the end of the world will come. Some depict it as a catastrophic event, while others see it as a path to rebirth. In this video, we will explore how the apocalypse is foretold in Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Zoroastrianism, Buddhism, Shamanism, Sumerian beliefs, and even in ancient Greek mythology. We'll dive deep into sacred texts to understand what each religion says about the end of times. If you're interested in deep dive content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Your subscription helps ensure that you never miss any of our new videos. 1. Sumerian beliefs. The Sumerians, one of the earliest civilizations, don't have a direct apocalypse narrative. However, their mythology includes stories of gods punishing humanity through floods and natural disasters, reflecting a belief in the impermanence of the world. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, the gods decide to wipe out humanity with a great flood. This apocalyptic-like event emphasizes the idea that the fate of the world is in the hands of the gods. Though not a formal end of the world, it echoes the cyclical nature of life and death that was deeply rooted in Sumerian cosmology. 2. Judaism. In Judaism, the apocalypse is linked to the arrival of the Messiah, Mashiach, and the final judgment. The Tanakh, Hebrew Bible, and the Talmud speak of Yom HaDin, the day of judgment, where the dead will rise, and God will judge all souls. Before this final day, there will be great wars, Gog and Magog, chaos, and a moral decay in society. The coming of the Messiah will herald the establishment of God's kingdom on earth. According to some interpretations, the book of Isaiah describes the transformation of the world into a place of peace and harmony after the apocalypse, where the wolf will live with the lamb. 3. Christianity. In Christianity, the book of Revelation in the New Testament provides a detailed account of the end times. It describes a period known as the Great Tribulation, a 7-year period of suffering that will include plagues, wars, and natural disasters. During this time, a final battle known as Armageddon will occur, where the forces of good, led by Jesus Christ, will defeat the forces of evil, the Antichrist and Satan. Afterward, Jesus will establish a 1,000-year reign of peace. The final judgment will follow, where all humans will be resurrected and judged according to their deeds. The righteous will ascend to heaven, while the wicked will face eternal damnation. 4. Islam. Islamic eschatology is rich with details about the end of the world, as described in both the Quran and Hadith. The Day of Judgment, Yawm al-Qiyamah, will be preceded by several signs, divided into minor and major categories. Minor signs include moral decay, widespread injustice, and natural disasters. The major signs will include the appearance of the Antichrist, Dajjal, the return of Jesus, Isa, and the release of Gog and Magog, Yajuj and Majuj, who will bring chaos to the earth. A trumpet, Sir, will be blown, signaling the beginning of the end, when all living beings will perish. After a second blast of the trumpet, the dead will be resurrected for the final judgment, where every soul will be held accountable for its deeds. Those who are righteous will enter Jannah, paradise, while sinners will be condemned to Jahannam, hell. 5. Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism presents one of the earliest and most structured visions of the apocalypse. According to Avestan texts, the end of the world will be marked by a final battle between the forces of good, led by Ahura Mazda, and evil, led by Engra Mainyu. Before this battle, there will be a period of chaos and suffering known as Frashokhariti, where the earth will be cleansed by fire. Eventually, a savior figure known as Saoshyant will appear, and the dead will rise for a final judgment. The righteous will receive eternal bliss, while the wicked will be purified by molten metal and eventually redeemed. 6. Buddhism. Buddhism does not have an apocalyptic narrative in the same sense as Abrahamic religions. Instead, the concept of the end is tied to the cyclical nature of existence in samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Over time, the world will degenerate due to human greed, ignorance, and suffering. Eventually, a new Buddha, known as Maitreya, will emerge to restore balance and enlightenment. However, this process is not seen as a catastrophic end but rather as a transformation leading to a new era of enlightenment. 7. Shamanism. In shamanistic traditions, particularly those of Siberian and Native American cultures, the end of the world is often seen as a result of the disruption between humans and nature. If humans fail to live in harmony with the earth, the spirits may decide to bring about a reset or a great cleansing of the world. This can manifest as natural disasters or plagues that purify the earth and restore the balance between humans and the natural world. However, the end is not viewed as final, rather, it's seen as a cyclical renewal, where the world will be reborn. 8. Ancient Greek mythology. Ancient Greek beliefs about the end of the world were less defined than in other religious systems. However, Greek myths do contain stories of cyclical destruction and rebirth. For example, the myth of the ages of man describes the gradual degradation of human civilization from a golden age to an iron age, where humans live in wickedness and suffer the wrath of the gods. In some interpretations, this cycle may end with the complete destruction of the world by fire or water. The Orphic mysteries also speak of cosmic cycles, where the universe is periodically destroyed and reborn through the will of Zeus or other gods. In this video, we've explored how various religions envision the end of the world. Whether it's through fire, flood, cosmic battle, or natural collapse, each faith provides a unique perspective on how the world might meet its end. Yet, for many of these belief systems, the end is not just a final destruction but a transformation into something new. If you enjoyed this deep dive into religious eschatology, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us create more content like this, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.